Hey moms, welcome to part 9 of how to create a website for beginners, or as the subtitle, we can call it by the subtitle, create a website between nap times. Your baby's nap times, not yours. So today we are going to design the final section of the homepage. If you want more videos on building the rest of the website, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, we'll let the homepage sit for a little while. And if you're just jumping in now, I am Jodie the mom from lifeunboxed.blog. If you have any questions, I am always happy to try and answer them or at least point you in the right direction. So here is what our final homepage looks like. I have to say, I've had so much fun creating this. I really have. So today we're going to be creating this section right here, and I actually may get this video under 10 minutes. I know that has been my promise, and I've over-delivered on the content you are receiving. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on the About page. So for the next video, the About section, not the About page. And in the next video, we are going to optimize this page for tablet and phone. So the first thing we want to do is add the About section, like I already mentioned. So this is just going to be a quick introduction of you. It's not going to be your full about. So it'll be like just a quick short 2 to 3 sentences, and then they can click through to your About page that currently does not exist. But don't tell anyone that. All right, so let's enable our visual builder. So our visual builder is enabled. And we are going to add a new section. I'm going to make that regular. And it's going to be 2 columns that are even. The first one, we are going to add an image. If I can spell it correctly. There we go. Okay, so let's add our image. And this collage, I just made it in Canva. So these are not my pictures. I found someone who had 3 different pictures and added them. So this is our pretend photographer right here. And guess what? That is all we are going to do in this column. That is it. We're not designing. Like as we get into tablet and mobile, we may have to adjust padding and margin around sections and stuff like that. But for the desktop page, we are leaving it just like it is. Okay, so now let's add our text module here. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is to add our text. So I am actually just going to say, hi, I'm Susie Q. Okay, let's make this an H2. So now it's a heading. So we'll just leave the dummy text. And let's go design. So our heading text, remember, it's an H2, not an H1, so make sure you're designing the right one. I've done it so many times where I'll be designing the H1 text and wondering why nothing is changing. That's why. So that's why I like to just remind you. So let's change this to 2VW. Okay, and let's change the margin because we want this a little bit more centered with the picture. So our top margin, let's make it 9VW. Yeah, I just want it centered there. And honestly, if it's on a different side screen and it comes down a little bit, that's okay. There's plenty of space for it. Okay, so that's done, and we're going to add a button. So let's do the button module. And this will link to the About page. but since we don't have an about page, we are just going to style it. So learn more. And if you were going to link, that would be here. So you would put the page URL right here, and whenever they click on the button, it'll be taken to the page in this link here. Okay, so let's go to design, alignment. We want it centered. And now let's go into our button design. So use custom styles. Let's move this out of the way so we can see what we're doing. So I want the text color to be our cream color. And I want the button background to be our blue. So let's just scroll through. I want the border width to be 0. And I want the border radius to be 51 pixels. So as you can see, the button border radius is just going to change this to circular here. And of course you can keep going if that's what you want. And we save. And we save. And that is it for this section. I know after creating all these other sections, that is kind of surprising that we did it in less than 10 minutes. But look at how fast that was, but how cool this section looks as well. So easy to do, and it looks great. So again, I am so glad you joined me today for this 9th video in the series. So make sure to check out the other videos in the playlist. I think you'll find them to be super helpful. And if you found this one to be helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. So check out the Life Unboxed store. So for all of your Mom Boss merch, this is actually one of my newest shirts, and it's also one of my favorite. I have this one as well, and I wear it proudly. You can, and if you use the coupon code SUPERMOM, you can get 20% off the entire store. So be sure to check that out. The link is in the description below. For more great momtrepreneur content, follow Life Unboxed on social media, check out lifeunboxed.blog, or download the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. And be sure to share the podcast and video with your friends. I truly appreciate it. We will see you in the next video.